mimina Bwana neema zako mimina kati yetu mimina neema tele mimina Mungu wetu mimina leo neema nyingi mimina tufurahi mimina Bwana mimina leo mimina Bwana mimina mimina Bwana neema zako mimina kati yetu mimina neema tele mimina Mungu wetu mimina leo neema nyingi mimina tufurahi mimina Bwana mimina leo mimina neema mimina mimina Bwana neema zako mimina kati yetu mimina neema tele mimina Mungu wetu mimina leo neema nyingi mimina tufurahi mimina Bwana mimina leo mimina Bwana mimina mimina Bwana neema zako mimina kati yetu mimina neema tele mimina Mungu wetu mimina leo neema nyingi mimina tufurahi mimina Bwana mimina leo mimina neema mimina
Injustice becomes law, resistance becomes a duty. One day, Boko ye wa prayer, or that ye. One day, Boko ye wa prayer. I say one day, Boko ye wa prayer, or that ye. One day, Boko ye wa prayer. Una de Boko una no get up, that you may not just pray. Boko ye wa prayer. Begin the gospel. The day is a push that you may just pray. Boko ye wa prayer. Sing with me. One day. Boko ye wa prayer. That ye. One day. Boko ye wa prayer. I say one day. Boko ye wa prayer. That ye. One day. Boko ye wa prayer. See how we will go there, the border is a bush, that the oh, begin the big gospel again, mama. We need the prayer, I go pray again, oh, that the one day, Boko ye one prayer, that the one day. Boko ye one prayer, when injustice becomes law, resistance becomes a duty. One day, Boko ye one prayer, that ye. One day, Boko ye one prayer. I say one day, Boko ye one prayer, that ye. One day, Boko ye one prayer. Una de Boko una no get up, that you may not just pray. Boko
lengo na wengwa sango I'm a very young boy, she boy Wiria tanjanjavo Wavenyo kie Kiko mumna yo wafengo kilumbe yo Kishigira mi vente o Ivente o Kishigira mi vente o Ivente o Atla you a mangaro Balo you a tisio Ngana kichunga fervemo Sambera mbola o Ivente o Awila o Awila o We run inside
Red blood man, red blood man, Muna. Oh, red blood boys. Juju come. Oh, red blood boys. Damn where the be burn amber. Damn where the be burn amber. Do far be megadina. Go and go. You chop for you, no chop for. Today you find do. The monga you not touch you. Today you see you. Nimbu you not drink you. Today you find do. The monga you not touch you. Today you chop you. Nimbu you not drink you. Today you find do. Doctor, no doctor. Who must doctor? Doctor, no doctor. Who must doctor? Hallelujah. Nama jembe to America 1 and 2. Jambereke, Victor. Ambrakata. 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 Jagaru tup. Jambereke, Teko. Jambereke, Quantity. Jambereke,
Fellow Amazonians, my fellow brothers and sisters, welcome to ACN TV. Welcome. Today is the day of the Lord, the day the Lord has blessed, that we may speak the truth so that the people can be freed. Welcome again to ACN TV. This is Amba Dangute, Aka Mandela family spokesman, Major General Vela. Stay tuned in Liberation TV, stay tuned in ACN TV, as we shall give you the updates of what is happening in Amazonia. By the way, Cameroon is limping. Dozens upon dozens of Cameroon soldiers are being hurried to Yaoundé for burial. Fellow brothers and sisters, this week is one of the biggest winning week in the history of Amba struggle. Not only is a General No Pity hitting Cameroon in Lassin, where dozens of them have been sent to Tarsatan and harvest have been done that you have seen. Not only in Bui has ADF destroyed La République than you ever know. Witnesses have testified more than 15 corpses have been passed going through down to Bamenda. Not only in Bamenda has La République peak is shocked. At the beginning of the week, last week, we have heard about Ndien for the first time. Brothers and sisters, we want to start this talk show by thanking Ground Zero forces, thanking the sister forces for the wonderful job they have done. Serving Qatar in Bafut, you are cafe day up. We don't see Wetiwe, Ahaji, and serving Qatar for Bafut, it don't do. General for Tanka, where we come now. Today, as we come here, some people don't name him for kill him. We go here too. Fellow brothers and sisters, Cameroon has been defeated to an extent where Cameroon is doing everything possible to corrupt and bring us to fight among ourselves. In fact, Cameroon is in another mission to bribe or pay any weak faction within us in order to start hunting again our wonderful valiant soldiers on Ground Zero that we have prayed for to unite. Mandelas at the key front of uniting Ground Zero forces have said and vowed that Ground Zero will be united whether by fire or by storm. Mandelas have vowed. And therefore today, you shall hear again as some of the people abroad have seen enlisted Amazonian fighters to be killed. They have forgotten to list the list of Ground Zero or the list of Cameroon colonial masters in our territory to be killed. But instead, they are listing the name of Amazonian fighters to be killed. It's not the first time, by the way. The good news is Cameroon is limping. Cameroon has been defeated. The good news is the international community is now talking about how Amazonian decided to stay indoors during Cameroon National Fake 20th May. We want to thank the leader, Dr. Cho Ayaba, for the pronouncement that he made and solicited and begged our people to remain indoor to show power, strength, and tenacity. Today, the offensive, what is in place, block by block, if not of block by block, General Nopiti would have not left Ngokitunja and come to Lassen, another state away from his own state, to act and send the Republic to Tasatan. If General Nopiti had used only a county by county style, he would have been already bundled in Ngokitunja by La Republique du Cameroon and killed in several times after his wonderful offensive target. But because of the stabilization strategy, the block by block, guerrillas can move from one block to another block, from one rooftop to another rooftop, from one neighborhood to another neighborhood. And there's nothing that's going to stop any Amba soldier from moving in his territory. Fellow brothers and sisters, fellow contenders, fellow vanguards, fellow egosists, fellow Mandelas, dearest compatriot, my fellow Ambazonians, greetings to you all. Thank you so much for your wonderful support that has taken us to where we are today. I have not smiled in a while. I have not smiled in over the years. But seeing what is happening to La Republic today, come on, I know you are smiling. I know your families are smiling. I know the refugees are smiling. I know the prisoners are smiling. And I know General Ivo, Mami Api, Baby Abigail, and Baby Martha are smiling where they are in heavenly glory. The blood of our people, and I know that the banks where the blood of our people flew like a river, I know that God has put his hands that never again shall the people live in agony, in torture, in dazen, in mayhem. Brothers and sisters, it is time for us to shout out, not only to smile in media, dip our hands in pockets, support the valiant soldiers in ground zero. It is time for us to stay away from diaspora manipulation, diaspora distraction. It's time for us indeed to listen to what our gun leaders have said 5 years ago. What did Dr. Cho Ayaba, Dr. Ebenezer say to us? Dr. Cho Ayaba remained very consistent and did not blink to the forces that wanted to destroy the revolution. Let me reiterate. Brothers and sisters, remember in the days where Ayaba and Akwanga, unlike said, it was the self-defense that was going to free us. Cameroon knew that was the beginning to an end of their occupation in Ambazonia. Cameroon did everything possible to distract the people of God from the David versus Goliath way of freedom. Remember, a David had used just a bow and arrow, which is a weapon at the time. That was an AK-47 at the time. That was a bomb at the time to destroy a Goliath. In 21st century, the Kalashnikovs, the bombs, the grenade, and the rest is what should be used. The jets and the nukes and the tanks. Dr. Cho Ayaba has mentioned it. But the enemy being very smart, of course, 50 years being a smart thief. Of course, you have 50 years experience. In Cameroon know that if these people grab guns, what happened to Senegal and Gambia will happen, Eritrea and Ethiopia will happen, East Timor will happen. They know the people will go as long as they believe in guns and bullets, because it's guns and bullets that made the people to be slaves under them. And so Cameroon will do everything possible to destroy any faction in Amazonia that is talking about self-defense, which, by the way, is backed by the international human rights, the right to self-determination. So Cameroon move ahead and try to unite all Amazonian groups under one thing called the umbrella. And any group that went to the umbrella was destroyed. Come to think about it, for more than 40 years to 50 years, the ACNC had existed in the revolution. But where was the last time and when you heard about the ACNC? Elvis Komita himself was the chairman, a long time with good reputation. Where is Elvis Komita today? Professor Carlson Anyangwe has been one great person. I know he still maintains his great personality. Great senior comrades, senior people of our land, like Dr. Christine Ebini. They almost desecrated his seniority. He got it back. The members of the NCNC can testify to you how they destroyed that wonderful group that was pushing forward for the identity of Amazonia, just because they went under Skakuf. Show me and tell me today which group went under Skakuf that's alive. If Taku was not manipulated by La Republique du Cameroon, ACNC would have still been standing awake alive than ever before. Morris of Bohabe would have still been standing awake alive than ever before. You know all the factions that went there. Consortium that Mark Barretta and Tap and I were rescued that was going to be destroyed by La Republique. Just they put on the ACNC Skakuv and that was the end. Scapa came to rescue, no way. The interim government came. Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga thought that he had avoided the Skakuf thing that was there, infiltrated by La Republique. And then Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga, with his calculation, thought that maybe the interim government now was okay, and he took his Sokadev and went there. It is still the same foundation, the same structure. And show me where Sokadev today, and I will tell you what I'm saying now. Fellow brothers and sisters, we don't want hate. We are tired of that. We don't want any things that can make you feel angry. But you know where Seseku is today. If not of the infiltration and all these things I'm talking, Seseku would still be moving like any of us today. And you know our wonderful leader, lovely leader, a father, a husband, Seseku is in dungeons because of the infiltration of La Republique du Cameroon. In Zaria, during the formation of the interim government, there was a president of the La Republique colonial. When Seseku was kidnapped from Naira Hotel and Tassan Wilfred and the rest, that colony was transferred from Nigeria to Ghana. These are facts, and facts don't lie. Well, the Interventor is back. ACN TV is a TV from God. The voices of the people will be heard. Voice of the voiceless. The voice to the orphans. The voice to the refugees. And the voice to the prisoners. The voice to those in the bushes. And the voices in the bushes. We have come to stay. We celebrate today as La Republique cries. La Republique has been burying their people inside the house. They cannot more hide. You've seen videos where they are crying. We salute General No Pity. We salute the ADF forces in Bui, the ADF in Dian, the ADF in Bamenda, the ADF in Fako. The mayor of Minchum escaped death. ADF, he come tender a move vehicle into dust. Mayor for Minchum escaped death. He run. He ask horse. He no get horse for run on top of. Well, that one I go leave him for DDC Capo Daniel, the wonderful chief, where he go give una updates. Press secretary Lucas Ashu, wonderful secretary. We go listen and we go give una updates. We will continue for the bottom line for today. The offensive, block by block. Why the block strategy has proven to Amazonia silently in the course of time to be the wonderful liberation. If a General No Pity had fought under county, he would have never left Ngoketunja. And La Republique would have killed him multiple times when they have come to Ngoketunja to destroy him. La Republique causing mayhem in Bui is because of the actions of the ADF and the No Pity. They are looking for wherever there is pain in them. And imagine if No Pity was just locked down in a Simon Ngoketunja, he would have been killed. That's why we continue to open Ambazonians' eyes. The land Amba belongs to all Amba and there is no boundaries. There's no boundary to any Ambazonian. You shall move free in your land. Fight and defend the land. Treat a mother from Anyajwa same as a mother from Donga Mantong. The mother from Bui treated the same as a mother from Manyo. A person or a civilian from Dien treated the same as a civilian from Batibo. That is the nation we are fighting for. We do not want to see some people as first class. Just as those in the Bulu Beti are treated differently. Why they call us les ennemis dans la maison, les Biafra and the Bamenda. No doubt some people fight the Biafra Amazonia alliance. When Cameroon has always been angry, calling us the Biafra. We come to tell Cameroon, yes, we are now. What will you say? That's why we shun Cameroon down. When they call us extremists and terrorists and we say whatever we say, that's our own dictionary. We have our own dictionary, which is in accordance and correlation to the International Human Rights Dictionary. What did Cameroon do after declaring us as terrorists and extremists? They are nowhere to be found. We embrace the name, not on the southern Cameroon. We told them the end of, we don't want to hear Cameroon. We want to call ourselves Ambazonia now. Say what you can say. You say we are separatists. We say we are bigly, fatly. We are restoring the lost hope. What is Cameroon doing? We won. We defeat Cameroon bigly and fatly. Why? Because we defeated fear. We conquered fear and took what we call bravery. You can't let your enemy define you and tell you how you must behave. You are fighting against the enemy and you want to listen to what pleases the enemy? That's why I said to people who took money to go defend and free Seseku from jail, why you give the same money to the same system that kidnaps Seseku? You must have something in your brain. Guns and bullets will bring everyone back home. The Mancho BBCs and the pensioners will come back with the same guns and bullets. The Republic is a devil, is a Satan. When they freed Bala and Fontem, not everyone was free. They wanted to free just the leader to see if people will calm down. Free Seseku without freeing the Mancho BBCs is nothing. Everyone must come back. But guns and bullets will give us a territory where they will come back and be safe. Brothers and sisters, fellow brethren, I'm talking without water in my mouth. This is ACN TV, the truthful TV, the TV that say it as it is, the honest liberation TV. Gun is gun and bullet is bullet. We say it as it is. Welcome to Liberation TV and thank you as I'm going to show you messages. We want to thank General No Pity. We thank his bravery, and I want you all to listen to his words, listen to his messages, listen to the things that he has to say for Amber, and the truthful things that he has to say about how he survived, how he has been surviving, and who is supporting him, who is not supporting him. And indeed, as I stand here today to call his name, I thank him for the wonderful support and for the wonderful tenacity that he is able to give to Amber. Brothers and sisters, welcome here in Liberation TV. Welcome here in ACN TV, where the truth must be spoken. Listen to General No Pity. Okay, we're having a little technical fault right there. For that technical fault, I'm going to play the message. You are going to listen to the message from here. We're having a little technical fault, but stay tuned because we cannot in any way be defeated. Listen to that message. General No Pity to say exactly.
Anyway, be defeated. Listen to that message. Today, na 13 March 2021. General No Pity to say exactly. No Pity. The father of Marine Force of Ngokitunja made this audio message. I will come again this morning for make this audio message because many people don't doubt the first audio message when my spokesperson don't just send over air this morning. Now me, no pity the talk. Any person that shows so many people know my voice. What you want talk na say, I like for this struggle. We will talk true. We will not take credit for what we will never do and for what we will not fit do. I will beg my leader. I need to tell this one, they say I get problem with person or they say I dey vex. Now just say I want to clarify things and make any man be aware of which way they go on. Because you don't find no fight for down. People they take credit for up. They talk say we don't do so for this man, we don't sponsor this man, we dey sponsor this man. No. The plain truth is the weapon away is the enter from my barrack. Now my own effort. So if any leader dey when he say you don't ever send me money, say take and buy granite, take and buy weapons, or take and feed the king of a barrack. Me common stand. When me talk, forward me the voice, tell me for my face, see, na me I dey do so. My weapon for my barrack. Na me I dey fight with military them. They take my weapons to them. Na me I dey fight for my own way. Na me I dey use my own technique for buy my weapons. Not gonna any person they buy them for me. So I dey beg say any person be careful when mad want take credit for something you know say you know fit. I dey beg. Make people only doubt the first voice message, audio message. We don't first go out this morning. Now my spokesperson we send out that voice. I will tell you say me na send because not na all time we are able to talk for some kind of small thing there. But see people they doubt the voice. I don't decide for put out the voice back. People they understand see that one I cry I know like me I dey see am for social media. They see am for kind group them.
My mommy and papa them as one of the year na gender no pity in the talk. Because say some people they where they carry money $85,000. They want now more than almost 50 million francs CFA. They come carry in the name of Ngokitunja. Carry that money, put them for their pockets. Now no pity this. They come the take credit for your action. For proof to people where they can't donate money, say now that money where they can't give them, it do action. No pity say lie to lie. As even yourself be one belief for the idea for government, say the government never, for me the land never give you anything. We Amazonian people now say we will not sabi for the listen. And sometimes which way these people talk, we too the contributors, we just sit down for abroad. We know the check status, we know the go online for check what it happened for ground zero. We just sit down, we so they accept anything where lies and scammers they tell we. Now you way no pity except discover them. It come talk and ho say never receive anything from anyone. When a tutu, I want me when I tell when I chop Christmas. Because we can own it as Mandela's. What we do is we want the truth. We want everyone to hear it as it is. That's why we are here. So this is no pity that people have been taking credit for him that they are the ones sponsoring him. What happened now to the Ngokitunja draft? The 85,000. Listen to this.
Yes. Okay. Today, na 13 March 2021. We need Major General no pity. That one I cry. I know like her. Me I dey see am for social media. They see am for kind group them. How they talk say this group don't buy weapons, buy this gear for me. It is a fat lie. It is a fat lie. No man no do it sponsor me. Me myself I dey talk all the men say no man no do it sponsor me. No man no do so. If you say some group or the group they claim say they sponsor me. If you say they send money for some person, say may they give me my buy weapons or may they buy weapons send them for me. May they ask the person again. Say this one we never ever do so. They never ever buy weapons. Now how? May they ask the man question where they send me money to me give me because me I never ever receive any person from anything from any person say now this or now say now in this way IG don't get. Me I believe say I work under IG but not now say IG don't buy me something. I never deny. No, never deny the fact that I work under IG. Me say I work under IG.
And all these things where the talk so now say, you know, say if he talk say no work under them, they go kill him. That you wanna hear the kind controversy where they talk. Because he you know say if the person where he kill you fast, now person where now you know General, because wait talk now. So make we talk fact. What happened to Kuraman? What happened to General Arke where you come one criticize say they know they give money? You see what happened to Arke where even Amigo lost his own life? What happened to Shaja? What happened to all general for ground zero when kill no La Republic no fit for kill. La Republic no fit they never born up. Now we learn. Answers today with we. Now you way they talk now imagine say you say work under person but person no they support you. Come on. If you go say your uncle and your papa where your uncle say no born you. How your uncle if you be papa where no born you, you say, oh uncle you be my papa but I know say you no born me. Think what is there is something behind fear. Don't go feel killer. You go come talk say no. I the work wanna go but no be government. I the work wanna go no give anything. You say I go say I no be CPDM but I believe in CPDM. You understand? Because he's in ground zero, he's fighting and he know he don't want to create enemies. He want to just try to be positive and neutral. Go to general no pity because this guy get brain too much. You know say if you come to one criticize if you go kill him. Now anytime when you see Marshall one fight now when one kill your own colleague. So all that kind of thing. So the man a smart man, not revolutionary this. General no pity na revolutionary. You know I'm very well say look me where I come criticize the one kill me for Nigeria. People for Amazonia or Guinea understand, and me I understand what is going on, because when I criticize this useless government, they want to destroy me in Nigeria. They want to kill me. Nobody there for ground zero. Sang every time. So it know what will happen for Amba Dangote where come criticize these people. They want kill him. Now you where they no go one kill him. People, when the first time when La Republic want kill no people where go do harvest. Na ADF for Bui, na General Caporal. For Buiwe, welcome, no pity. For that reason, they launch with the warriors, they launch attack to the ADF. No pity did his own politics very swift and did what he did in order to survive. If not, they would have killed. The forces under Sako would have come to destroy the camp of ADF just to kill No Pity because they wanted No Pity to come under them. This is what some people don't know this. That's when Tapang Ivo made that the thing and put the cotton in No Pity nose. Because No Pity came to ADF for rescue. Maybe some people don't know. I say Caporal. That's where he was. That's the camp where No Pity was. No one knew. But we knew. Caporal was aware. We were aware. Because that's ADF. It's block by block. You fight in another block. You win the enemy. You come to another block. You seek rescue. That is how it is supposed to be. That's how it continues to be. But some people don't understand the strategy, the tactics, the roadmap. That's what can free the people. You don't just fight like a blind person. That just not work. Fellow brothers and sisters, as we are in ACN TV, I want us to learn that, as Jesus Christ said, you cannot, if your child asks for a loaf of bread, you don't give your child a stone. If your child asks for a fish to eat, you don't give a snake. Your child asks for egg to eat, you don't give a scorpion. Will you not take your children to a school that a teacher or the principal was the last in the class? So too, why will you give your revolution not the best leader? Why you want to give your revolution leaders without track records, without background? A leader that has no pillar in his village, no foundation in his village. A leader that in past 10 years have nothing to say about Amber. And some of them work for CPDM before and you are aware. Come on, how do you think Seseko will not end in La Republic dungeons? When you have few people that even in ordinary time have rejected La Republic, in ordinary time from the beginning of the creation have rejected La Republic and La Republic jailed them. The Ayabas and the Akongas. And then you want the Ayabas and Akongas to be ministers under pastors whom you know by default are thieves. What do I mean? They extort money from people. Pastors just say words and people donate money in the baskets. They don't stress, they don't work farm, they don't know how it takes. And their pastoral thing has failed, and then they see you Amber people. Ask them why they couldn't succeed before. Look at Ngoketunja now crying, but look at money. Kemi Ashu himself posted the money. Not be we the poster. Now it is. What happened to the 85,000 US dollars? What happened to the 85,000 US dollars? That No Pity is crying like this, and he's afraid they're gonna kill him. Well, let us listen to No Pity all and finish.
Yes. Okay. Today, na 13 March 2021, we name Major General IG. Me self, I dey work under IG. And that's not the fact. That one of the plain truth, I dey work under IG. But IG never buy me something, never buy me gun, never buy me bullet. So I beg, more the face fact, please. I dey beg my beg, just to clarify the mind, just to clarify the minds of those people the way they been doubt their voice, say they try for stain na my name. Now me I be send out that voice. Thanks.
God bless General No Pity for speaking the truth to Ambazonia people. The Mandelas and the Eagle Eyes continue to stand with General No Pity. We congratulate and salute him. We give him 21 gun salute for his tenacity, for standing with the nation at the time when the nation needed him the most. General No Pity and all other sister forces, you are doing amazing work. You have shamed and proven to Ambazonia that the block-by-block strategy is the highest winning strategy from God. You've proven that the tribalistic tendencies, like the county-by-county approach, continue to divide Ambazonia until the Mandelas come in to unite. In areas where forces still pay allegiance to the two divided governments, the one in UK and the one in Maryland, we are battling because the act of collaboration and unity is so hard under those lines, because there is strong separation and a strong division caused by the idea of the government. Fellow Ambazonians, my fellow compatriots, would want to ask one thing from all of you, is that unity is strength, collaboration is winning. We want to ask each and every parents, fathers, mothers, brethren, brothers and sisters, behalf of our orphans, the refugees, the IDPs internally displaced, the voices in the bushes, those that are on exile, those seeking asylum across the world, and without denying facts, the blood of our people shedded on the grounds, those that gave their lives already, like the Akum Julius, the Sam Sawyer, the ashes of Mami Api, Pa David, and all the valiant soldiers gone before us. It is time for us to seek the truth in solidarity to all these things that have happened that we dislike. Fellow brethren, it's time for us to call a spade a spade. Support Ground Zero without remorse. Stand with them for better and for worse. Look, I am about to show you one shocking audio by someone that is supposed to be the chief of defense. If the chief of defense of a said useless government would go unnamed and call the name of the strongest generals in the nation that should be killed, without calling the names of the colonial masters, starting from Lele Lafrique to Okaila Bilai, the colonial governors in our land, without calling the names of the DOs and the SDOs, but we call the names, the real names of the Amba General, then this is a food for thought for Ambazonian people to think. Welcome to Liberation TV. This again is one-on-one with yours, young rich nigger Amba Dangote. Stay tuned as we go for more. As you all can see, Cameroon is crying. Paul Biya is done. Paul Biya is defeated. Paul Biya is burying his unbereaved, as he said. You can see the act of the Amber. We give salute and patriotic congratulations to all Ambazonian forces for the wonderful work gestures of defending homeland. Gone are the days when the Ambazonian kids, Ambazonian ladies and women will be raped by the colonial military of Paul Biya. This is the era of the colonial administration in the Holy Land of God. Paul Biya is crying, his nose is sweating, his face is swollen. This person is a walking corpse. You can see that all his generals, all his colonels are going down. The Ambazonians have proven tough. Brothers and sisters, at this time, we expect all Ambazonian people that are actually fighting the Holy Cause to preach more unity and collaboration and pray for more understanding and advise the soldiers whenever they've fallen short of the glory of the struggle. What is shocking is that there is the pronouncement of SACO's Chief of Staff, Bishop John Ejago, who continued to call the names of the Amber soldiers to be killed. Remember last time they wanted to kill General Ahaji of the Southern Qatar of Bafut. Just as they killed General Ivo, useless the life of General Shaja, killed and destroyed Ambazonia until DDR Center benefited from them. You know already the story of General Nambere, the Kawa and the rest, manipulated by the ID of the government. After fooling them with articles, 50,000 francs a salary to ordinary soldiers and 100,000 salary monthly to generals. Today, not even a dollar from draft has arrived to Ground Zero. Neither did they receive money from my trip to Boya. I don't want to talk about the mafia with Swiss, the cheese that never arrived. I don't want to talk about the Folly Hawkers, independence from ICC or ICJ or from the court. Whatever you call it, you can name the few. It landed our leader, wonderful leader in jail, Seseko, because he was surrounded by all these monsters sponsored by Cameroon. And these people still continue to fall Amazonian people. When soldiers speak from Ground Zero, I don't joke about it. But when you stand abroad and you call the names of Ambas to be killed without calling the names of La Republic, I leave this in the hands of Amazonian people to judge. But before I do that, you have to listen to the message. Stay tuned to ACN TV and listen to this.
Enough is enough. We all have suffered for this country. And this struggle we dey inside, now God will struggle for the freedom and the independence of Southern Cameroon. Many brave men and women, they don't lost their life. They don't give their life, sacrifice their life so that we will be free. Mommy, papa, them picking them, even young picking them way, newborn baby, they don't lost their life. Properties, they don't be lost. But some people, they use this struggle and revolution for their personal gain. And they even help La Republic and they help distract us. They don't become thieves where they hijack people, kidnap people, take ransom, and just go about to make their personal profit. And so, we send them notice. Anyone who will find a list of these 6 people, them, when you find them anywhere, decommission them, take them out of commission. Make sure so they don't be able ever to do it the way they do them. 1, now General Cross and Die of Tanka in Mancon. Number 2, now General A4 of Chom in Bafut. Number 3, now Supreme Commander Point and Key of Mancon. Number 4, Commander Osama Bin Laden of Mankui in Bafut. Number 5, Colonel Umaru of Foya in Bafut. Number 6, Colonel Ireza of Foya in Bafut. Anyone way it take decommission any one of these people or all of them, you will be rewarded handsomely. You will be rewarded very well for well done. And Ambazonian people, they will thank you for the work way you don't do them, because these people them now enemy now, now enemy for the.
If you want to see, will you keep quiet? Will you keep quiet? If you want to see mommy, papa them, you come when La Republic can carry you. Oh, even when America can't talk, La Republic can't talk, say they carry a name for dead soldier, put on police, say they don't arrest and put on for chair. The one way you can say you get brain, get strategy and tactic. If men would fear God, if for say you are picking don't do bad, they say for African proverbs, say when you beat you are picking with left hand, you can't come out and for right hand put her inside house. You beat her right hand, you can't come out and with left hand put her inside house. Say we defy, people don't die. People don't lose their life. For this very same family, now you way make and this general them pick weapon for say Cameroon, where come kill their own papa, mama, rape their own sister, kill people for their village, say no go. Because they want to make this soldier them fight under county, they say Nangang, they go the move, waka, they fight for all side where they see say Amber need help. And they pick arm because they then kill their family member, person sit for abroad, we don't work after they don't work chop, they like pick. Ma they like Shwan Kunyam. Can't talk the one way no loss anything. Your grandma day for abroad. All you woman, children day for America. But this general will come name. They pick arm to defend their homeland because say Cameroon, it don't kill their family member. Person she don't for abroad, list their name so for media make Cameroon can see they'll kill her. Who be this person? If this person not the work for La Republic, my people, I want me we take critical understand. I want me we be the judges in this case. I don't want judge. Say you will come for online instead of naming Lele Lavrik or Kala Bilai, the colonial governor of Savannah, anything where you see when a colonial master like Dios and gendarmes and could told them. You don't pass all the republic, could told them, pass the B, pass police, pass everything. Now you can't see on the amber for name. Not that way they call name or General Ivan, now so they can't kill. Now the one way one bright General Ivan back before, when I know that one, I go bring them for next episode, next week. This very same person where them come bribe bear and tiger, they useless their life for Batibo because they use number to come and disarm big number. You saw it, and finally what happened? ADF asked for their weapon until it skyrocketed to something that it went to disagreement and fight among them. If Ejawa Nova said number for go disarm ADF, the issue in Gusang no for happen. Amazon people will understand. It started from disarmament. It's just like Cameroon. If you come see what way they happen now, you come to talk now only for people. But if Cameroon never colonize we, all this war never happen. Who is the cause of this war? Cameroon. Cameroon is to be blamed. The international community is blaming Cameroon. And that's why I'm going to show you something. Cameroon, how many Cameroon ministers have been banned by the International World Health Organization, the IMF, the America, because they have embezzled billions of COVID-19 funds. May we hear what we Ejawan talk. Mommy and Papa then when I don't lose when I love one for ground zero. Person come name the name of general like the general from Tanka. This general has more than 500 soldiers under him. You want capture Amabi? Abi you don't capture Tassat and La Republic? No. You don't capture Cameroon terrorists? No. You come one capture na your own way, he get 500 soldiers for him. Person go one come fight. Ha pa chapaka. Make I talk some story for you me all my year before I want go because if I don't talk my conscience no go leave me. ACN TV I beg. Now story for God. Story is from heaven. My fellow brothers and sisters, there was one time a king, and this king has a lot of servants, but the king has a lot of hyenas, wild dogs. And when anytime any of his servant do something wrong, he would take the servant and throw it in the fence of the hyenas, and the hyenas will eat. Then one time there was a servant that has worked for this king for more than 10 years. He gave the king a wrong advice, not intentionally, but he thought it was a good thing, but it went bad. So the king called him and make a decision to throw him to the white cat, the hyenas, so hyenas can eat him. He begged the king to give him 10 days. 10 days! He begged, please give me 10 days, only 10 days. And the king accepted. Because the king knew at the end of the day he will be eaten. So it's just the next, in 10 days, that's the food for his wild hyenas. For the 10 days, he went and begged the person that was feeding the white dogs, the hyenas. He begged and said, please, can you give me for the next 10 days, let me feed the dogs. The person did not know. The person said he was surprised. How can a higher servant, is a higher servant asked to come and feed the dog when the dog feeder is a lower class job? So the lower class man said, okay, if you want to feed the dogs, feel free. This man started feeding dogs every day, cuddling the dogs, touching the dogs and giving them massage, touching them, making them feel comfortable, giving them water and food to eat. For the next 10 days, he feed the dogs every day, the hyenas every day. Hyenas become his friends. The king does not know. The day reached, the 10-day reached, and he came and said, the king, the day has come. Put me to the hands, the hyenas to eat. The king commanded him to be thrown to the dogs, to hyenas to eat. They took him and put in the fence. The hyenas started licking his feet, licking his body, cuddling with him and playing. The king said, what has happened to my dogs? And The worker replied and said, you see, I worked for you for 10 years. I made one mistake. You opt to give me to your dogs to eat. I have only served the dogs for 10 days. For 10 days that I have served the white dogs, the hyenas, they love me. The king put his head down. The king put his head down and forgave the servant and said the servant should be freed. Now, coming to this chapter, now Bishop Jen Ejawa this. Now you way he don't come the list of amber soldiers to be killed. If mama and papa may we no talk say like say na hate, even if the general don't do bad, you go come say me then kill them. So where these people they defend millions of amber people when the Republic don't kill them over the past years. La Republic when naive Satan we don't commit all these atrocities. You know name them one time say me then kill them. This guy when I pick never ever commit name of La Republique Ekelebe or La Republique Colonial Master to be killed. Who be this person? This is actually the definition of Cameroon within us. I'm saying without remorse. I cannot again in other way fathom to see all this nastiness. Who is this person? That you will not name the name of a Kelebes, be police gendarmes to be sent to Tasatan. You come name the names of Amber General where they defend mommy and papa where they don't kill them. If they come make mistake, you come be the king where you person serve you for 5 years. This guy don't fight for bushes for more than 4 years. Even if they can't commit mistake, you can't say me then kill them. Who are you? La Republic says so when they can't catch their own soldier, they kill small picking where America can't. They can't lie, say they don't catch and they don't catch. Now you, Bishop Egawa, you like this. Amazonian people, wake up. Wake up, Amazonian people. Wake up from your slumber. If not, then go come kill all these soldiers. What you go happen? Look, General Ivan Ba, today you cry because you knew that it was Cameroon. Look at Nambere that they projected. They were projecting the Nambere, but it was a hidden agenda. You see it today. Look at how they destroyed our wonderful Sokadev. Sokadev was amazing. They destroyed it. NCNC was advocating and doing diplomacy. They destroyed it, but yet they say they want diplomacy. Maurice was a good journalism group in this struggle. They destroyed Maurice. I want you people to understand. The AGOFC stood today because they don't blink. Dr. Choayaba stood his ground because he said he's not going to run behind these people without strategy. He said, show me your tactics and your strategy. Show me your roadmap. Because the AGOFC has a roadmap, self-defense. Show me your roadmap. Today, when Amazonian fighters fight and defeat La Republic, we are clapping hands, which is actually good. But who brought the idea of self-defense? When no PT leave Ngoketunja and go to fight in Donga Mantung or in Bui, you are clapping hands. But because of county by county, no PT is not supposed to come to Bui. No PT is not supposed to go to Donga Mantung. No PT is not supposed to go to Lasin. He's supposed to remain in Ngoketunja. But because we insisted on block by block, they can move. They have the right to go anywhere. They only have to collaborate and synergize. We don't want those scrupulous and useless innuendos that have caused division in the struggle. Is that not how to divide Amber people by limiting them into little tribes? We don't want tribalism in this struggle. And yet, I see some of them trying to pen ADF. Capo Daniel has been working behind the scenes so hard, and I want to bring that except too for you to see. Capo Daniel being the czar, anti-kidnapper. We don't want to catch anyone where if you kidnap anything for Amber. Kidnappers are rapists. They are terrorists. When you kidnap from anything, you terrorize a person. We don't want to see that. The ADF has put forth a greater mission to end that, and that's why we captured some of kidnappers I can show you today. But let us listen to what Bishop Joe Ejawa is saying, so that we can be on the same page as we are going to end this one.
Enough is enough. And so, we send them notice. Anyone where you find a list of these 6 people, them, when you find them anywhere, decommission them, take them out of commission. Make sure so they don't be any ever for do it way they do them. 1, now General Cross and Die of Tanka in Mancon. Number 2, now General A4 of Chum in Bafut. Number 3, now Supreme Commander Point and Key of Mancon. Number 4, Commander Osama Bin Laden of Mankwi in Bafut. Number 5, Colonel Umaru of Foya in Bafut. Number 6, Colonel Ireza of Foya in Bafut. Anyone way you take decommission any one of these people or all of them, you will be rewarded handsomely. You will be rewarded very well for well done. And Ambazonia people, they will thank you for the work way you don't do it, because these people them now enemy now, now enemy for this struggle. They don't do no good to Ambazonia. They say,
hey, the families of these soldiers, oh, when I forgive them, boy, hey, I beg, when I no lose focus. Now people when they come pick arm for defend their mommy and papa when they kill them, they defend baby Mata, baby Abigail, Sam Sawyer. They want defend Seseku way there for jail. Defend Mancho BBC way be turn up for inside coffin for Baminda. Defend wait way parliamentarian honorable Wiba Joseph Bitok. So when the people have pent of anger, they pick up guns, you cannot stop, even if you join with now this general this way they want prove this prophecy. Now ye Ejawan and Sako government want just kill them. These people have reason to pick up. You say you work for US military, yet you hide in America. People like me who never went to military, want to go to ground zero. You want to trap me in Nigeria and kill. I know what soldiers are going on the ground because I've gone through it. Amazonian people, I have credibility to tell you what I'm telling you today. If these people not try for kill me for Nigeria, I know for know how they kill soldier for ground zero now. If they want to kill Amba Dangute, the humanitarian, with 300 orphans, when they come kill and wait to go happen with 300 orphans. No, they want to useless the life of 300 orphans so they can turn to La Republic and beg for crumbs of bread. But I've said the orphans will not beg anything from La Republic. That's why they want to take me out of the game. This general, where they come name them, they don't say Amazonia will never beg from La Republic. But La Republic know that if they take away all these general, Amazonia will live with no fighters and they will come and beg Cameroon again. You have to understand that Biya will not come and say, I am Port Biya. This is me, Port Biya. I want to end Amazonia. Biya will use just diplomacy and use just pay some people and they do the job. Next chapter, if you want to think, say, and all these commanders are ADF commander. They no go want call the name ADF again because they don't say if they call ADF now, just as Dak be called ADF, it just died because people deny for give money. Now they know they still call the name ADF. They call now the ADF soldiers. All these commander where they talk now, commander where they collaborate very strongly with ADF or their ADF commanders. Now here where they come talk so for Bui, when the one can kill them. Among all the 36 where they keep for Bui, 14 were ADF, the rest we are not ADF fighters. Now, if you want to head now ADF, why you can't keep ADF fighters and the other fighters where they collaborate? Fine and good. If you think they're not lying, another thing is here, they don't just want to call the name of ADF again. But I want you to look at this. Because when they know they call the name, you will be confused. Listen to Chris Ano. Attack. The aim is still continue to wipe self-defense from Amazonia. That is still the thing. Cameroon has promised them something just as France promised Ahijo. When Omniobe was fighting for independence for La Republic, say, Ahijo, if you do this, we will give you this. Cameroon get independence. That one not independence. No. When I hear.
Without consultation. So that was why I said, and that was why I put out the order, my own course to say, listen, we cannot condemn this. This is somebody that is one taken out of the way of this revolution by all means. And when you do something like this, you come out and say, oh, we shouldn't have attacked him or made him or confront him. It is wrong. We are letting him and getting abusing, and he is killing our guys and moving on. Now he comes out the following day and says, now he comes, Sako is coming, and he's come. Even after Sako had written and said, we shouldn't have attacked him. We have to stop being babies in this thing. So, having said that, when I have a strong opinion, nothing will stop me.
Thank you. Welcome, go ahead, please.
Yes, I don't know whether this makes any sense, but I have an idea. Maybe I will not be able to put it really right. I know about these two words of the moral citizen and the immoral citizen, whereby the government normally in quotes plays the moral one, and then the immorality goes back to like to the floor level, to the normal man on the street. For example, I think that there is supposed to be some difference between a leader and a lay person. I think that the immorality part of it, that is why we have the propaganda team. They are there to play the immorality, even though in real sense the immoral person is the government, but they let the propaganda do that, and we pretend.
When I hear where Satan don't talk, Even the comfort where you can't support them for before we test comfort. You now you can't carry day like general. One day you go come be like General Ayeke, General Nambere. I say comfort. One day you go choose be like Nambere for DDR center, because these people are evil people. Comfort. You say they want not correct for you, Abi. Hey, they go fight you like they won't fight any general where disagree among them. Now comfort. You two don't reveal say they get propaganda team. They get team where it go sabotage. We don't hear. After Blue and White Army, they have something against Sea Hidden that you don't know. Well, let us continue to listen.
The consultation. So that was citizen and the immoral citizen, whereby the government normally in quotes plays the moral one, and then the immorality goes back to like to the floor level, to the normal man on the street. For example, I think that there is supposed to be some difference between a leader and a lay person. I think that the immorality part of it, that is why we have the propaganda team. They are there to play the immorality, even though in real sense the immoral person is the government, but they let the propaganda do that, and we pretend. I don't see anything wrong with the write-up that the AP did, and I equally appreciate the fact that he mentioned somewhere in one of his outings that no individual is allowed or something like that to single-handedly sign a deal on behalf of 8 million people. But to outrightly go out and do that, then what is your role as a leader? Because I think that you're supposed to like show in quote though some exemplary character. You're supposed to be the leader.
All right, when I don't hear what you wear, you don't talk. Water na water, everything na water. Fellow Amba people, when I not the year, all this thing we don't happen for back. When Dangote put your head for behind the scene for say we free homeland. The same people who don't go for empower on the ground. They say we don't have time again from the media propaganda. Say we don't go on the ground now, we just wait away go make la Republic bleed. Then they come back indirectly to kill it again. I be telling you, say as we not see me for media now because they will work for behind the scene. For collaborate all fighter, for bring them all together. And we succeed for bring all of this one together. Now you wait when I hear Chris Ano and the rest, the one killer. Ambazonan people never will now we the fight to not be for we. Some of we they okay for where we they. But say we people for ground zero. Some of we get our family out for anywhere where we want. But what about the poor man? What about the people in the villages? What about the orphan? Do our people need to go somewhere before they survive? No. White person go sit down for America with your grandmother, grandfather, with your wife and children and say they should keep people on the ground. Well, la Republic people see they breed. La République coloniale massa di Brit. La République Ekelebe di Brit. La République coloniale massa di Brit. E come talk na semi then finish na amba. This kind talk they so Amazonan people na for una hana one me una judge. It makes sense. Even if your own people do bad, we do for finish the enemy first. We say for judge person for Amber, we need for have what they call common law jurisdiction. Which kind common law they wait this one don't use, this pick don't use for Georgia. We say we no want any kind of judgment we no go through court. Person go just turn up like the one key General Arke, they say he don't command this. They want to even talk say General Arke don't they sleep another man. When I lie, like Jesus Christ, when they want to kill him, they say, oh, you are guilty. Let us nail you in the cross. When they couldn't find what was wrong. The people when they kill Jesus, after this, Judas Iscariot start take hang, take suicide, they go. People when they want to kill Arke, when they amigo, now so they use his life. They want to turn amigo for be Judas Iscariot. Now he where God says come wipe. When I see other kind of thing where they happen, the inconsequential undertaking where these people they do for the revolution. It put me for back. You name all the general when they come kill and what happen now for the whole state of Mimi, Momo, India, every what you go happen for Amber when you name soldier where they get more than 2,000 Amber soldier under them. When you come kill now and then their soldiers run and go hide somewhere like Sharjah. When they kill Sharjah, what happened to the soldiers of Sharjah and Bui? Almost 80% of Sharjah's soldiers ran to neighboring countries. Even the guy that buried nine people, some of them not dead. This guy ran. He's now in La Republique. When he woke up and he couldn't find Sharjah, he ran to Cameroon. Why he chose Cameroon, I have no idea. He buried his brothers alive, commanded by Chris Ano and Trisako. All these things we are seeing. And we behave as if we don't see. Well, we are going to the moon news where they come on now. They come news. They come. Yawa day. Yawa day. Federal brothers and sisters, when I wipe on a screen, Yawa day. We go. They break the news. Yawa day. Yawa day. Today na Interventor talk show. What we then now with the talker. Yawa day news day. We go for international news. Please wanna share them as we then now they go for international news time. Cameroon, it don't be defeated as the Mr. Interventor for the talk. We will talk also about the block by block, the stabilization, and the reason why we have stabilization now. The reason why this phase is the greatest phase. The reason why now we are not talking about if we are winning or not, because we'll be amber. And you see that say we know the win. That means the problem now you. That means you'll be Satan. We are winning bigly and fatly, and we have seen the Republic crying from everywhere. We are moving forward. The nation is moving bigly and fatly. Cameroonians, yes, una there for here, una can see now screen this. Una say una know better, una don't know anything. Cameroonians, when I say una don't know anything. I want to me when I see well. When I say una know, I tell una say una don't know anything. Una don't know anything. I want to show una wonderful thing where una need for see today for see. The wonderful thing where I want to talk for una say. I want to show una news. I want to show una big time news. Cameroon ministers have been banned for traveling, banned from going anywhere. Money where they can't give them for buy for support COVID-19. Now you wait a certain and carry the money they put on for the anqua. Make roll call for that one. Now use this news time, story time news. All man for screen. Wanna watch. But go call amount of money. You the read. You know the reason you decrease. Okay, all man for screen. Now millions of money this. Millions of money. Make a call up. These people then so they don't collect plenty money. Yes, list of ministers barred from traveling out of Cameroon until serious investigations of COVID funds is arrived. Criminals. And I want us to read together the names of these criminals. Thieves. Are you ready for this? Of course, I know you've been ready since. You'll be ready. Your mama born you well. Me will listen up. Names of criminals that have been banned. 1. Criminal number 1. Minister of Health. Manoda Malachi. This man, he don't kidnapped. Wonderful palaver. That money no dey na for million, na for billion. Sir, 45,630 million. Na money for COVID wey don kidnap am. Minister of Health. Second, Minipat. His name na Alamine Usmani. Me. He don kidnap 26 billion. 26 billion wey don kidnap am. Na money for COVID-19. Another one na Menesek. Nalova Lionga, Minister of Secondary Education, right? This Nalova will come call military, can they go and kidnap Nyash for we picking them. Now you don't kidnap 7 billion money for COVID-19. How money for COVID-19 end up for Minister of Education? Man, you don't know. First of all, Minister of Health, you don't kidnap 45 billions 630 million. Now, Minister of Health can't kidnap him. Minister of Health, we're supposed to take money for help people. He can't kidnap him. Second one, when they see this for screen, nobody say they come create news. I know they create news. All man they see where they talk. Now there for screen when I see them. Figure there for screen. Water na water. When I share them. Another one na Minidup. His name na Etundi Ngwa Laurent Serge. He don't kidnap 6,500,000,000. Now you don't kidnap him. Another one na Min Risi. I don't know whether the one na weekend minister said. The name na Madeleine. He kidnapped 6.1 billion. 6.1 billion we can't kidnap him. Another one na Minisup. Farm Ndongo. You see him? Yak Farm Ndongo. He don't kidnap 6 billion. 6 billion, so can't kidnap him. Menada, where they call him say, you name na Mbaro Gabriel. 6 billion. 6 billion we don't kidnap him. Mendev, Betty, Minister of Finance. Hi. Minister of Defense. Minister of Defense for la Republic. Betty Asomo Joseph. Betty Asomo Joseph. You don't kidnap 3.6 billion. 3.6 billion we don't come kidnap him. When I come see in a country this way they say Amazonia holy people of God must die. Now lie. They don't lie. It not go happen. Another one a DJSN. Ha. The name na Mbarga. Ngele. Martin. They don't kidnap 3 billion. Pikin they die. They don't get water for drink. Color that they keep people for fun. Everywhere people they die. Money for COVID-19. They can't kidnap them. This money where they read them. Now money for COVID-19 where they can't give and say, me they help people. Give people stimulus check. As they can't give people stimulus for other country. People they get help. Now the money this way they can't kidnap them, now kidnap them instead. They share them among themselves. Well, me will continue to go. Mendevel, the name now Elanga Obam George. 2.5 billion. We don't kidnap them. 2.5 billion. You kidnap. You don't go. Another one na Minas. You name na Kende Paul Erin. 2.5 billion too. You don't kidnap her. Don't go. Money don't go so fiap. Money for COVID-19. Minepia. The name say na Tiger. They call him say Tiger. 2 billion you don't kidnap him. Fiap money don't go. Kidnapping. Embezzlement. Another one na Minmisa. The name says na Beliskin 3 Achille. 2 billion you don't kidnap and fiap. The money don't go now. Money for COVID-19 where they're supposed to share them for citizens. Take money so fiap don't go put that for their bank account. Mentul. The name na Bello Buba Maigari. That one way create party. No fi even fight for beer. You can't carry everything give up for beer. Now you way make a need you from the no for win for 92. Bello Buba Maigari. When na yi bita Satan. Judas Iscariot for freedom. Buba Bello Maigari kidnap 1.7 billions. Money for COVID-19. Now when they don't ban them too, you know if you travel. Another one, Minrof. This Minrof now we want to say we are not even can know one word right now for colonial language. You name na Ebena Edua Marie Therese. 1.5 billion. We don't kidnap her. 1.5 billion. We don't kidnap her. Another one Minat. The one says, na wonderful, oh, Graga Tango to native. That one said, no surprise me. Ogini, yes, Minat, Ministry of Territorial Administration. The minister said, where they call us the Minister of Territorial Administration. Minat, he names us na Paul Atanganji. Paul Atanganji don't kidnap 1.4 billion. Ogini, was a wonderful palava. Now, where they come put and tassat and beer say, na me the thief. You the thief too? Na fungata way call in again. No doubt. Na fungata way be commode. Na for day so you go follow. As Yeve Menduze, he don't die. You need for replace him. Very soon Polika Baba Batu go. Marafa Amidu Yaya go. They go need for replace him. Atanga Jipo. Ayaka ye. He don't kidnap 1.4 billion money to way come kidnap my money for COVID-19. Paul Atanga Jitu day for inside list. I no go there for inside list. No go there how? Chief man. Na chief man. Another one na Minister of Commerce. Mbarga Atangana Luc Malgloire. 1 billion. We don't come kidnap him too. The international organization say you no go fit travel out of Cameroon. Another one na Minister of SS. They call him say Owana Gregoire. 1 billion. You don't kidnap and fiap. Money don't go. Fellow Amazonian people, we cannot be part of thieves. We can be part of thieves. Another one. Minister of Commerce. Now I don't talk him. I don't talk that one now. Another one na Mint. The name na Mesane Ngale Bebe. 1 billion. You don't kidnap him. Money for COVID-19. Another one. He name himself. They say this kind of name where they write for colonial language. Whether na Minister of what? Mimit. Now for French. I don't want straight about that. You name na Dodo Nuki Gabriel. 1 billion. You don't kidnap him. Another one na Hey, cool Supreme. Hi, Supreme Court. Oh. People where they sabi bring justice. People where they sabi for be anti-criminal. He don't kidnap money too. That one in himself na Mekobi Sonny Daniel. 1 billion money for COVID-19. Now you there for on top justice. Now you there on top. Supreme Court say justice must there for country. You can't kidnap money. How other ministers are not go kidnapped? Where the head of the Supreme Court na thief. If the head of the Supreme Court is a thief, why people not go thief? We are going to the next one because we shall be rounding up soon. Next one, self na minjek. Mununa Fosu. Hey, 750 million though, he kidnapped. Fosu too they kidnap. Hey, thunder, fire, thunder. 750 million. Another one, when I come, Minister of Communication. Hey, Emmanuel Reni Sadi. 420 million. The thief, Tasatan, he don't kidnap him. Last but not the least, Minister of Finance, Motaze Louis Paul. 400 million, he kidnapped him. The total of money kidnapped, money where they support for share for citizen. 180 billion. 180 billion. America, last week where you come say you don't give them 300 and something million. Add them to the money, they kidnap other money. America, you say you get brain. You say you get technology for track thieves. You have seen thieves now. Stop spending money to track bitcoins because bitcoin people are clean people. These are thieves. These are bandits that you need to track in Africa. We know all thieves. America, you American embassy, you take money to give to Cameroon and you know they are thieves. They take the money, either they buy bullets to kill civilians, angry civilians that have the right to protest, or they take the money and put in their bank account. No doubt Brenda B have 3.7 billion. 4 years ago, I fact-checked in Fox. Listed by Forbes in America. 3.7 billion. Where you no get referral hospital for Cameroon. No cardiac center, no day. When a government bill up. Root self said no day. Nothing, no day, no recreation. Now on the Tasatan Palace where they come take money, they bill up. We are moving forward to the end of the show today. But as we come more for the end of the show today, I want to make we hear news. Tori Dave outside. Tori where ide na the commode. Na say chapter 1 Tori. I want to make we listen. Please watch your screen. You go see news with the end today. Today we come say CPDM Senator Mbela Moki whip for Anglophone regions. You the craze? Now you come turn up. You the senator for CPDM. Where your people there? Now for boy where this struggle self almost start up. They come whip nyash for we picking them. You the see am. You come carry yourself as mayor. Come graduate. Come become senator. After parliamentarian. Mayor, parliamentarian to senator. Mbela Moki chas. You the craze? Last time when I land where they want take, I see you did the cry for University of Boya. You the mad? Yeah? The University of Boya, we come the one cry for. Even said na fight where they fight before they get up. Brain no day. Nothing no day for inside that brain. Second news where they come out, they come now. The one na news for when I see him na that thief where we come see him. Minister of Defense for la Republic. His name na Joseph Betty Asomo. Cameroon Defense Minister self cry. He say, IEDs planted by Anglophone separatists, we are resulting in almost daily casualties. 24 troops were killed by IEDs within the past 2 weeks. Now, Minister for la Republic says I can confirm say Amba don't pass power. Now, IEDs now they confess Cameroon confirms effectiveness of Amba using wonderful improvisations of the 21st century. Now, me talk am. Eske na me talk. I don't talk. Now, here with the report. Now Cameroon, this is not the cry. People when they want final minister Amazonia a gun leader. Now when I see the result of gun. Now you will say we carry money for Switzerland, money we supposed to give for independence from the coast, Kakuf. We don't buy na plenty gun. Now Cameroon for don't expect for we land. Some people don't believe. We say empower Ground Zero, not empower Maryland, not empower London, not be empower Canada or South Africa. Empower Ground Zero, some people don't want. They come the empower now on the abroad government. Today, we don't come discover say na on the Ground Zero go free way. Some of you will not go accept the truth. When I see 1-5 for county where they crafted abroad, just as they crafted flight by flight abroad, we say no, now block. All Amber get right for move anywhere they want for safety reason and security reason and defending reasons. Some people can't want make tribalism. Today we agree, say no pity don't go out on Gokitunja for harvest. Every time when no pity one harvest, it go now outside your own state, outside your own county. When I don't see big harvest now, when it come out, go outside because say for your place they know you. It's difficult for act. Then other people will come for other place to come act for Ngokitunja. That's how we go win. We don't accept today say block by block, and stabilization is the rightful thing for do. But before I want to come out, I want me to hear this news too, because we get 5 minutes to go. For this 5 minutes, I want me to see the one too. Now news this. When I work on a screen, when I go see news there they come. Cameroon they cry. Everything they cry. Nambere they cry. Cameroon they cry. When I see Mkumba, when I see Cameroon bombs in Cameroon come be bomb. When you come one bomb civilian, now say you don't accept defeat, because you see the voices in the bushes now. They are acting. Why you come the one put your mayhem? Your Scotch F policy on the civilians. This is not accepted. Paul Biya is crying, by the way. Paul Biya is crying because Paul Biya has buried a lot. Paul Biya has buried a lot, and he's crying bigly and fatly. So, and he's crying bigly and fatly. So, we are moving forward. The mission is moving forward. The ADF has come. As we told you, the ADF was not a joke. The ADF was not a joke. You have seen now all these things that is happening. And some people will go now, and this is what is always going to happen in society. Now, there are people like some of us, and I am one of them before. I did not believe in defense. I thought that was a very radical approach. I was a federalist before. And when what happened 22nd of September 2017 and the 1st of October 2017, when the Republic massacre our people, genocide, direct genocide, long genocide on us, I decided to shift and change side and say, to hell with insanity of federation. Now it's independence or nothing else, because the blood of our people have been spilled. Now the ADF has been saying it they want that everyone need to carry force to defend our blocks. And today finally we are all clapping hands that no PT has come. We are all clapping hands that Southern Qatar is doing great. But remember how the same people killed General Ivan Ba, who was doing exactly wonderful job like this. You see, with time we have changed, and I want to thank God because our mentality has changed now. When they went to kill General Ivo, people were clapping hands, but today now, when General No PT act the same, people are not happy. People are happy now that No PT is acting the same. When General RK act now, you are clapping hands. But when Sako said that RK should be locked indefinitely until independence, you clap hands, but because you didn't know. Now today, if Sako said they should lock no PT, what will you do? Let us think. Imagine Sako now say, oh, lock no PT. If No PT make one mistake, then they say me they lock him indefinitely like they did to RK. If they kill him now, like they kill General Ivan. But imagine that Ivan was also alive. Thank God, Ivan's spirit is the spirit of Jesus Christ. You kill him, Christianity continues today bigly and fatly. So you are listening to this, you are seeing that. So we thank the ADF for insisting on self-defense that we have today. And the eagle eyes of the vanguard, the Mandela family sees that ADF is the epitome. Because without ADF consistency, who would have been talking about defending with guns and bullets today? No one. So kudos to ADF and sister forces for the wonderful work. Moving forward. Natural resources. Right. Oh, Rio de Rey can provide us billions and billions of money. Billions. 7.5 millions amber to every Amazonian people. You defy so they say you no get money. Now land this way God he can't give we from heaven. God he give we this land. This land he be rich. I'm here, Ogini, if I like God, thunder strike me. Amber, don't be afraid, trust me. Every amber go fee get, if I talk say na lie, now 7.5 million amber. Imagine all family go fee get this, the money the whole Republic, they can't kidnap. Just on the Rio de Real, on the Rio de Real, on the, we go change that name say from Rio de Real. We no be Portuguese people. We will not be Portuguese. We go put them say Amber Ogini. We go put some names so. Maybe the cucumber of Amber land. We go call the name so. We go just give the name. We go give the name. No worry for that one. When we don't arrive, we go feel call themselves say General No PT. That land. We go quote then you understand. That land can feed all Amber. Not talk about Kambe. Industrial room where you get a lot of gold and diamond. Ekondo Titi when the land of bauxite. No, what you call them bauxite. Now the ores of where they make iron. The ores of iron where they make aluminium. Where they can carry make the roof, make pot. Where people come make cement pot where they get aluminium. You the mat. So imagine all these resources where you can get on the Rio de Real alone. Say Amber go get almost 7.5 million for every Amber. When I want say no, na so Dubai be do. Dubai give money for his citizens, they can't be wonderful as they did today. Amber, he go do am. Na me, Amber Dangote at the third runa. We know they ever fail. Second, would you go for year? Have you ever known about Menchum Fall? Amazonian natural resource. Menchum Falls can power the whole of West and Central Africa. But say now no be. It can power the whole of even half of Africa. Half of Africa can be powered by Menchum. This is natural. This water go see Menchum. Una see how greener the place there because of water there. Guinea, everything there. Now God, he don't give up. Person where he thinks say Amber no go win. The person he hate no correct at all at all. Consider one na natural. Now God he make am. They come one close Menchum. People for Amber would not say this thing where they talk so no be blah blah blah. We get God, he don't give we everything what we need for be human beings on earth. Now they mention that. But I can't see and no be me creator. This thing that natural. Just as our own Victoria seaport, deepest seaport in Africa. We will never dig up. Now God, he can't give we. Amber will be one of the highest country in terms of highest gross domestic growth. Amber, like I said, we will sustain an annual growth rate that no country on earth have had. We're gonna have a rapid growth rate because in Amber, if you embezzle one kobo, you are going to. In fact, no, we will revise the law of embezzlement. You will lose your head immediately. What happened to Saudi when you are caught raping or caught in drugs? That is the same thing we will do in Amber in terms of embezzlement. People will not lose their life so that somebody can embezzle. You the crazy, you the mad, put your head and. You understand? Or Guinea, we're moving forward. The mission is going forward. So look at this news. Breaking news coming. Menchum. You see that? You can see that? You can see that? Africa's 50 to 90 billion. You can see this. Unauthorized investment in Amazonia. This one where the column say na Yuli or na Yul Africa. When we come catch up, we know one. You catch these people for Amber. You know where for send them na Satan. Now illegal 500 to 900 billion unauthorized investment in Amazonia. Who can't take and say this you're Africa? You demand you can't put 500 to 900 billion investment, unauthorized investment in Amazonia. You cannot come to people's land and invest when the people have not authorized you. We have already said that this company is non grata. We no one vex, but we don't vex. So this company, Amazonia, you will see what you see. That's why Amazonian forces are acting the way they're acting today. Capo Daniel. Wonderful anti-kidnapping czar of Amazonia. The Amazonians anti-kidnapping czar. DDC Capo Daniel. Wonderful work where don't work. Unite sister forces. Collaborate ground zero and stop all the mayhem. The Cameroon want to turn behind to bring kidnapping and then call the name of Amazonian forces. We shall fight block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood and rooftop by rooftop to defend gender no pity. We know say soon Cameroon go start want to put your name for all things when they're not correct. We go defend you gender no pity. You no need for be under ADF forget the defend. We will shout you today because you do great. Yes, Capo Daniel the work for make sure say Alhaji for Bafut, Seven Kata, if Cameroon can't link anything concerned to you, we go fight and defend you. All Amazonian forces and sister forces, Capo Daniel is defending you from all sabotage and all blackmailings of Cameroon. And the real thief that Atanga Nipon has put in our land, Capo Daniel is the mission to crack them down. And I'm going to show you today. Capo Daniel recently cracked some of them down with the ADF. And these are people who are moving around and fooling people that they are ADF people. And they will go and write a letter and put the ADF in it and say, it's the ADF commander, this. And they will call but the real ADF commander, but they are not. They will just go and say, oh, I'm ADF General Efang. If you don't give us 2 million, we are coming to kill you. When Efang does not even know what is going on. They use the names of ADF generals and write letters and threaten people to take money from. Capo Daniel walked behind the scene and got them. It's a strategy. I can't say it out. It's a tactic because we are still going to use it to catch more. We are moving forward. Now, Secretary Attorney, want to see what this Secretary but Attorney Blinken is saying. Good to meet with French Foreign Minister Le Drian at the G7 to discuss stability and democracy in Chad after the death of President Deby. We are also closely watching Russia's actions in Ukraine and cooperating closely on Lebanon and Cameroon. Secretary, you don't have facts. You are a United States Secretary of State. And you come here to say you have gone to talk with France to see what happened in Chad. You see, you are aiding colonization and you are aiding neo-colonialism. Attorney Blinken, U.S. Secretary of State, you are picking the wrong side of history. It's like when America was fighting for freedom from UK and you will want to go and discuss with the partners of UK on how things should be dealt with in terms of negotiation for the exit of the US. It's like the Brexit, and you want to exit from the European Union, and the UK Prime Minister would have to go and discuss with the ministers of the European Union to see whether UK should exist. You are picking the wrong side of history. Anthony Blinken, you are choosing Anthony Blinken, you are choosing the wrong side of history. Sir, that's wrong. You want to talk about the peace and the stability in the Chad country. Go and talk to the people of Chad. You want to come to discuss the issues of Africa, but with France? If you want to discuss about an African country, go to discuss to the African Union. Go to discuss to the economic organization of that zone. If it is in the Central Africa, you talk to the ECOWAS, what they call it, the BIAC, whatever zone. You want to talk about West Africa, you talk about the ECOWAS. Go to discuss with them about their economic stability. You want to talk about Africa, you go to talk about, you pass to France. You see these veto power people, you people are all bandits. You are political pundits, bandits, political bandits. Why will you discuss the stability of Chad through France? Who is France to discuss about how Africa should be stable? France is called a thief. Is a thief in Africa. So the U.S. Secretary of State, this is the message for you. And I'm going to write a message for you with my organization because you are picking the wrong side of history. Talking about Cameroon. You know already Cameroon has killed a U.S. pastor was killed in Cameroon. You know a U.S. pastor left 9 children and a widow behind. Killed by Cameroon military. Talk about that. The Pentagon support Cameroon and Cameroon kill civilians. Talk about that. If not, why the U.S. take his military base from Cameroon to Ghana? Why the U.S. Air Force One landed in Cameroon and took all the forces, the Navy, almost 700 navies from Cameroon to Ghana? Is it not because Cameroon used all the funds to fight against civilians instead of fighting against terrorists, Boko Haram? You know the facts. The Pentagon took off 17 billion military aid from Cameroon. Did President Trump not sanction Cameroon with wealth from AGOA free trade? Why all those things? Because they know, U.S. government know the truth. U.S. Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, pick the right side of history, please. Story move forward. Amazonia, we are winning, by the way. We are winning bigly and fatly. Now, let us fast forward here because we are coming back. Capo Daniel has also had an anti-kidnapping people who are trying to kidnap. And I want us to listen to the anti-kidnapping. Capo Daniel has been working behind the scene bigly and fatly to make sure that this kidnapping thing, you understand, Ogini. So we are going to listen to how they got some of those kidnappers and who were using the name ADF in order to act at some point. Some of them were using the name ADF, to be honest with you people. And you people don't know that. So I want you people to listen to this and see the truth and the reality. The ADF is just a victim. Like Amazonia is a victim. And these are people who were going and they will write a letter and give to a parent and say, give 2 million or we'll kill your daughter, we'll kill your wife. And they will put the name ADF into it. If this one is ADF, why ADF will carry and put her for outside? They go like say they be Amber. They no be Amber. So anything, very soon you will see they go come say na General No Pity put the message. We no be General No Pity. They will say na General Ahaji. We no be General Ahaji. They will say na ADF. We no be ADF. It's the tactic of the enemy to destroy self-defense. Now, I want us to understand that. So watch your screen and I will play here and correlate so that you can see exactly what is going on. The ADF is working bigly and fatly. Thanks to Capo Daniel. Capo Daniel is from God. Listen to these kidnappers.
Wait. Now when I go this way, I say when I go, you take my look. You know. I know, yeah. Yes. Tell me your name first. You be which tribe? Your colleague now. When I did for when I grow when I mean. Talk no. I know, yeah. Oh. 3. Yes. Wait, if you want to talk first, they don't give you water. I want me to talk first. You think you're waiting? We'll make a gun in the form. Now we'll make gun. Okay, now gun. Yes. Okay. Now look and find that gun this way they use them. They call it gun and say waiting. Yes, now the gun this way they make away they work and use them only for night. Yeah. When I use them only for night, no? Yes. Now in this. Yes. You see your name now who? Then the other colleague, their name. Go talk their name.
Yes. The other one. Okay. Now which tribe they all? All in a Bambili. Yes. Okay. When I name the when I go and I say the day. Planet. Okay. Okay. Very much. They will Tanzania only for hour. Yeah. I say when I Tanzania only for hour. Yes. With this one. Yes. Population when I look and find. Now they are gone and this way they use them. We catch the nice for church center. They did them 3. Yes. 2 run. 3. And then at this one where they catch another gone this. Yes. As you feel see, as until we feel broke. The way they for night, we look and you know say na gone. You look and say na AK. And they work as say they be amber boy and they work and collect money for people then. Now it is when I look and find. When I look and now this thing we for the mob so now this thing for machine. Right for machine where they won't use them. School for machine. Now solo tape this. Man make us so tear them. Mona see them. They work at talk when they work at work, they talk say they be amber them. They work at take money for people them. Now it is when I look and find. See the thing without the time. Now be gone oh. Now we gone down. Now walking. Now walking on. Then it is where they work at take good and day for night. Now they good it. But that one where they uncle and so we go take the all. With that thing they will take all the night so. You will show them. Okay.
Ogini. Man we get eye when I take and choke Christmas. The people when you call when I say when we see later person can put out some place in an ADF. Now be very careful. That's how the enemies are. You see this thing not be even gone. The worker will stick the camphor people when they see, because any man ways here, you know if you look at you could just give all money where you get anything where you get surrender them for them. This is how ADF works. Mommy and Papa look for being free, not be only say you go only fight the enemy direct. This is things like this make the civilian population to believe that this is amber. And some civilian population that are supporting this cause might lose hope because they have been tortured and they think that this is amber torturing them. It's not amber. You're gonna have thieves, you're gonna have bandits, scrupulous fellows. There's no country on earth without things like this. But then because of the tenacity in our defense, we are now proving that we already understand now that as we are in the stabilization phase, it is now good to start defending the civilians. Because you cannot have a land that is free. Like example, we have mostly Bamenda areas are already in the hands of civilians. You know, so in the stabilization now, one of the things is to give safety to civilians is try to see things that are making civilians uncomfortable and try to send forces, you know, there's a lot of background works, folks, brothers and sisters, Mami and Papa. And so in places that we have already recovered and in the hands of civilians control, we have also put a lot of security forces to make sure that they defend and continue to secure and protect this land and the civilians. And so for the land to completely to be said liberated is when you are able now to fish out all these bad beans from inside the good beans. And you are able now to prove to civilians at every time who is doing what. Because when you can prove to people at every time who is doing what is the question of accountability, good governance, and the rule of law. And for this to happen, you need forces that have track record and the code of conduct. And the ADF, you know, has been skyrocketing and talking so much about code of conduct. Now this is the code of conduct. This ADF now showing to you and proving to you how things are. By the way, if I forget, Saturday is a big fundraising. Please, everyone should come on. Mawali, the mother of soldiers overruled ground coordinator, is crying and asking all of you people, Ambazoran people. These guys are working behind on ground zero. Imagine for them to do such a wonderful work to see a thief. These guys have been giving a lot of hopelessness to our civilian population, lovely civilian amber population, innocent population that continue to suffer like Republic and bandits like this. But you know, for our own wonderful, hardworking soldiers to do this work, Mommy and Papa, they know the chop stone now. They know this chop stone. They want come go for cash this one. You know, say they know Sabi say they use a fake gun or what gun. They need for go loaded. They did go loaded. They did work. They did go loaded. They want for go where they be heavy. You understand? You don't do work as so because if you want go to La Republic attack them. For this deployment, it cost. By me and Papa, it cost. It cost. Now when them come carry, they carry heavy for go apprehend thief, bandit like this, for catch thief and bandit like this. They lay a lot of ambushes, a lot of tactical intelligence to know who be who. Because like the public too, they do the same act and they get real guns. You understand? And they get a more car. But when they put everything where you can't get on the ground. Coming to the last chapter almost, before rounding the news for today. One, I want to we see Cameroon, Bishop Nkia, he don't destroy Cameroon. Wait where Bishop Nkia, he come talk. I want to wanna see. Bishop Nkia, he don't destroy Cameroon. Bishop Nkia, he don't talk say, as una see people no be know why Bishop Nkia be the talk. I think say everyone now don't know the reason why Nkia be the talk. Nkia be the talk because say money for COVID-19 where Cameroon he come kidnap him. People no be know how Bishop go talk this kind talk. How Nkia go talk because say for behind the scene if you don't get the note say billions and billions of COVID-19 stimulus money. The Cameroon ministers don't thief them. They never come chilling for church for front desk. Bishop Nkia no say ta. When I listen, I'm not me go talk. I want me to listen to the bishop. Now Bishop Nkia is the talk. Not be me the talker. Now listen. Now hear this.
Politicians who spend their lives and their time out of their constituencies, working for themselves, and having well for themselves, and not caring for their people, are equivalent to internet scammers. The only difference being that while internet scammers steal people's money through their computers, these unscrupulous politicians steal people's money through their constituencies. Whatever method they use, they are scammers all the same.
When I don't hear, when I say I don't hear, where it won't come talk. Now you were one of these Satan said, he come turn your hand. He ask him, but what? What is this bishop saying? When I don't see this mami so where one talk, he turn around and look your colleague, he say, ha, thought I don't fire, oh, yeah, what don't happen? Where they, oh, I see him. When I see that mami, wait, turn the one look and I say, hey, what is this? What is he even saying? When I see him now for this time, when I see the woman, another thief, who say, hey, how is this concern God? When I don't see him, hey, see them. They say, how this concern church? Now the thief that way, he come talk something, he touch them. He touch them one I can't see. When I share them, mommy and papa, when I share them, we are getting towards the end of this. When I see him, last but not the least, now Monzo this the one talk. The same Monzo way one talk, you know the year too. That's why your head not correct. You say now you be king of a federation, you be this, you be this. Dr. Monzo, what it can happen? When I hear now Dr. Monzo this the talk. And what it happen? Talk him.
I will now come and say, go and conduct a referendum. Many persons are asking whether it was possible for another referendum to be done. Well, if people want to push for it, I will not stand in their way. I said, please go ahead. I don't know where you will go to ask for it. By all means, go ahead. Let me see what the answer would be. But as at now, in my opinion, the UN, which was a midwife of the birth of this country in 1961, is not going to come and tell the government of Cameroon we are organizing a referendum in our country. By the way, a referendum cannot be organized in a sovereign country without the consent of that country. So, and that's where again I said to my compatriots in Atlanta, if we are going to insist on getting independence, don't deceive the people by thinking that you are going to get it through diplomacy. Okay. Because at the time, Mr. Julius Ayutabe and others were crisscrossing the country, the diplomatic offensive and all of that. So you're kidding me, you're fooling yourselves. You are not going to get this through diplomacy. So if you insist on independence, know that it can only come through war. Go and listen to the video of my talk that day. It can only come through war. In that case, let the people of the territory know that you are taking them to war. Let it be known that war has consequences. Let it be known that war, as we have seen in other territories, can go on for 10 years, 20 years, 40 years, and you still not get your independence. If the people understand all of this and they say, yes, that's what we want, fine. It is their sovereign prerogative to do that. But don't take them by subterfuge into a war when it is possible to achieve set goals for ourselves which are more achievable with the understanding and sympathy of the international community.
I don't know whether there's some other questions you noted which you
well, not actually. In terms of venue for dialogue, I mean, you know, in situations of dialogue, we've had the two models. A model where if there is goodwill within a country among the protagonists, people can decide to have a dialogue within their own territory. There is nothing wrong with having a dialogue in your own territory. But if there is suspicion and doubt and some people feel that they cannot come to Cameroon, etc., then, yes, of course, that makes a point for gunning for a dialogue to be conducted in the neutral ground. There are precedents for that. There are examples for that. I mean, you have no idea how many times in the Côte d'Ivoire crisis, for instance, how many times they went to Lome 1, Lome 2, Lome 3, to Accra, to Ouagadougou, and so on, for the Gbagbo regime to discuss with the rebels, the Force Nouvelle, in the.
Okay, when I don't hear that one, where Namunzo, where is as a chief for federation. After Ogini, where Cardinal present to me, where the lead, the chief of Anglophone, all Anglophone conference, the federal chief, where he say the praise for the rebel, by the way, as he come die. Now months on this now, you brain don't wake up say why they don't kill. You see, Monday the talk so because no say if they kill Cardinal Christian to me, where did be go for you Ogini? Hi, why must you support self-defense when Seseku is under kidnap? Imagine all of us supporting self-defense when Seseku was here and told Seseku that we the people have decided that it's self-defense. Seseku would have not been kidnapped. Now, this is Monzo now talking like this after Tumi Cardinal Christian Tumi has been killed. Why will you not speak like this when Tumi was alive so that all of us can join together to fight? Why will you not endorse self-defense when Seseku was still moving and then only when he's kidnapped? You see, the problem in the people is the people. The problem that we have is not La Republique anymore. We have defeated La Republique. That's why we talk about stabilization. But the only distraction we have is from within. But that is the end because the people, the absolute majority now know the truth. We are moving forward. So as he said that the only way to have independence is through what? Power. That's why I am here today. And that's why my comeback is effective. I don't believe, say, for this life you feel succeed where you know have trademark, you know have tactics, you know have roadmap, you know have how can you succeed without any strategy? You need to have a strategy and have a roadmap on how to move with your strategies. That roadmap must be enhanced with a lot of tactics, and you must have a lot of confidence in yourself. You must be very focused. You must be consistent, and you must be determined. If you are not, how can you succeed? That is why my comeback to TV, my comeback to mobilization and sensitization is endless. I want you all to see that ADF endorsed what he said. ADF has been doing that since when they start to kill General Ivo and the rest. Have you forgotten? Soldiers on guard. What are you talking about? This territory must be given to the people. It belongs to the people. It came from the people. I want you all to see that. So when you see all these things, nobody say. Some person can say they carry stick for their back. They don't know say training. People when they know sabi no military training. You will not believe for training before, for military before, for defense before, for self-defense before, for self-determination or for empower ground zero before. When you come see them, they do training. They carry sticks on their shoulder is for braveness, to train, to fortify the body physically. They do not training. Some people can't tell they were carrying sticks in their shoulder. Some people know brain. So brain is something which is not common. The way I can see people carry head so but not be brain inside now coconut water inside. Now training this is what they do. Training what they do. Now what that way La Republic they cry now and cry. All these things who they supply. All these things man them where they make noise. They send La Republic for Satan. Now ADF get armory for ground zero. Let us give credit. When you see all these things where the fire so pop take La Republic down. My people now, because when we talk about creation of armory on the ground, who is producing those things? Is it not the ADF armories that is producing? And I don't want to talk because I know where I want to talk. I know we talk plenty because La Republic will understand. If this armory where we come put them for the bankers on the ground, they produce all these things. If ADF not they produce and collaborate with other forces, how they go do this? We don't know say that strategy. Now ADF powder now for ground zero they produce. We know they buy powder from any country again. All now that's why all these things they Ogini we no talk plenty. Before I tell when I say when I contribute money, we go before we buy one tin now 120,000. 120,000 for one tin for powder. But that powder you feel only use for like 3 equipment or 4 equipment where they go pam pam. You understand? You understand? But now where we get armory for the ground, Ogini 120,000 where we use for buy now only one tin. We produce almost 14 now. Amazonia, one thing now say ADF no they ask plenty billions of money because what some people cannot do with 1 million, ADF can do with 100,000. Instead of take and go one buy, when one come by, you give them for scammers. We know we are in the field too. We know how difficult it is to buy from other countries. You understand? Because scammers have shown us a lot. They won't kill me for Nigeria because they want buy for give them for ground. You understand? Ogini, we know all these things. We have gone through it and we understand the difficulties. So we decided to create armory on the ground where we can produce our own ivoline on the ground. You saw the ivoline. Now, the powder now for the ground where ADF they produce now they distribute them for forces. That is why I told you people 2 weeks ago that you will see wonders. What you saw this week, has it confirmed? Because I knew the amount of powder that ADF distributed. Remember that is powder where they do work on now powder. La Republic, the wonder where powder they come from. Armories. And where the armory they, I not go talk, plenty of them there. But the powder, the amount of powder that ADF distributed, I knew Cameroon was gonna face what is facing now. And sometimes the suppliers of those powders, the people buying from the supplier don't know that the suppliers take it from the armory. This is one thing that we have done because the eagle eyes of the Vanguard Mandela's advised the armory that look, you are not going to let them know that you are the one producing. The people that are supplying are middle people. And middle people have to supply to all the groups in the revolution. Make middle people to be neutral. So that they will not say they are ADF. But actually, the warehouse of the supply is ADF. The warehouse is ADF. So when they come to take those material cheap, when they come to get all those things mostly almost free, is because they are getting from ADF. The ADF has the armory. And so the neutral man on the ground just supply to you, you take, and then you walk, and people are clapping hands. If the ADF did not bring armory on the ground, my people, I want to tip this one for Tewuna today. That is why confidentially, how do you think I could tell you last week that you will see what you will see? Because I saw the amount of powder that went out. I knew what will happen. It's common sense. If you did sell, let's say, a Ferrari, and then people just come one day buy plenty Ferrari. You know Ferrari, they make noise. Boom, boom. You can now go and say in the public that in this city, no one will sleep because the amount of car noise will be so much and enormous. It's not magic because you sold a lot of cars that make a lot of noise. And the ADF armory sold a lot of powder. I knew Cameroon is going to face a lot. And you saw it? Exactly. So now we are moving forward, bigly and fatly. The mission is moving towards an end for today because we shall be back. The Interventor Talk Show will be back every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Amber time. But every week and then I will be live at least 2-3 times because we have to sensitize and mobilize. Paul Biya is crying. Amber has shown you Pepe. Water no still there for your mouth. He is finished. That's the end of La Republique. Amazonia is triumphant. We have a lot of resources that we give our people more and more and more. That's more reason I call Amazonian people, don't give up. Believe, have faith. Have faith. God has made it possible. You know this land is ordained already for you. You know God has gifted this. Our people will never suffer again. I want you to know and believe. Have faith. This land is gifted with all resources. We can power the entire Africa, by the way. You can see that. Capo Daniel has been working behind the scene. Gender No Pity has been crying about people using him and getting money. No Pity cry almost about that. Beware of all this. The draft of Sako, all these things is a lie. Money has not gone anywhere. Bambarang Marine people are crying every day, and I want you to listen to this Bambarang Marine crying before I go, because they are crying. This Bambarang Marine Force, Gender No Pity, is working so hard to free Ambaland, and people are trying to use him. I do not want to see people using Gender No Pity. It is not fair that a gentleman like this can give his life to fight for his people, and people continue to try to use him. We need to fight evil. Fighting evil means that we need to stay away from anyone that try to use the forces. Listen to this, part 2.
Good morning, fellow Amazonians. Good morning, population of Southern Cameroon. Yes, it is the spokesman of the Marine Force of Bambaland under the command of Major General Nopiti speaking. I'm here to inform my fellow Amazonians that whatsoever I am seeing on social media, on Facebook, all are lies. There is never a day in world rap have ever support us with even a needle or money, not talking less of money to buy an AK bullet. All these things we are seeing that the world rap has contributed money and given us to buy weapons. All these things are lies. Any weapon you see us using, it is either we are taking it from the military or we buy it, we are bought it with our own money. So all those things I'm seeing on social media, it is a lie. And I don't want to hear anybody saying that the person has given us money or supported us with anything, because since we started this struggle in our own side, nobody has ever supported us with the 25 francs. So all these things I'm seeing on social media is a lie. So I need to tell my fellow Ambazonians, the people of Southern Cameroon, that the world draft has never given us anything, not talking more of buy us one AK, nor money to buy all these machines we are having. Everything we are having here is our own threat we have used, and not that anybody has given us anything. So I'm here to tell my fellow Ambazonians that anything they see on social media, they should not believe, because there is never a day they have given us anything. Any weapon we are having, any machine we are having here is our own threat. They have never bought us even one AK, not talking self of pump action, even 9 grain. Even when we are still using the 9 grain, they have never given us any kobo. So it is not today they will start buying all weapon, or they will start posting on social media that they have contributed money and giving us to buy any weapon. And so I want my fellow Amazonians to know that anything we are having, anything we are using here, it is our own sweat. So all those nonsense we are seeing on social media, all those things are lies. So let nobody say that person has never given us anything. Thank you very much.
As we not come here, this person want talk. They can't say a lie. Say a lie, na lie, na lie. They come one say na lie, na lie. But we don't see history for here. How much money will they contribute? Manu County, 65. Now 65,000 US dollars for Manu County. Manu Forces, what you wanna come receive? We counting at $45,500. This 45 almost like close to 25 million francs. They not receive. Ngokitunja for no pity now, because they see the people be think say money so na they give for no pity. Ngokitunja na 82,975 US dollars. That money don't go. Kupe Maneguba 87,195. That money don't go. Fako Sepsep 120,860. That money don't go for inside Nkwa for Maryland government. Mizam County, oh my God, 420,439. 37. That money don't go. Libya Lem County, where there, you see, now Libya Lem, 267,810. That money now US dollars. Don't go. Momo County, 600. Momo na big, you know, say Momo na big state. 645,774,000 US dollars. That money don't go. Tonga Mantung County, 150,000. That money don't go. Ndian County, 114,555. That money now in dollars. It don't go. All for the hands of thieves, embezzlers. No doubt. When they talk, no pity come just reinforce them saying a lie. The people they talk that true. Say they no receive any money, they never ever receive them. Because when they talk so, they won't come fight no pity. They won't come fight no pity just come talk say not true. Say he never receive money. When I hear.
Yes. Send for me. When they ask them some group or the group they claim that they sponsor me. If you say they send money for some person,
na agenda no pity this they talk. Na no pity when I listen up.
May they give me my buy weapons or may they buy weapons. Send for me. When they ask the person again, say this one no pity the toxin, they never ever do so, they never ever buy weapons. Now how? Maybe ask the man question where they send me money, say no give me, because me I never ever receive any person from anything from any person say now this when say now in this way IG don't get. Me I believe say I work under IG, but not na say IG don't buy me something. I never deny.
Of course, if now you be no pity, what you go talk? If you did not say you know the work under IG, you know say you are what happened to Amigo will happen for you. You know get choice. You know you understand it's a strategy. If he just they go just come kill him. This man is a very, very intelligent guy. He know once you refuse IG, you are finished, they just kill you. So he come here to tell you directly that IG is useless. He's never received anything from that. What's the point? Amazonian people use their judgment, but he's talking from grounds. And he don't want to create any enemy. He want to focus on La Republic. I give him kudos for that. He just want to he don't want anyone to kill him so that he can fight La Republic and free homeland for us. This guy is intelligent. I call you everyone to pray for General No Pity Amazonian people. Last but not the least, what happened on Saturday is going to change the face of this struggle. Cameroon sep. You don't steal money, go pass. Don't thief. When I see I'm not bear this. COVID-19 is coming in Cameroon. Now you where the official demand. Oh my God. Oh Lord Jesus Christ. Cameroon is finished. All these medicines for Cameroon have been banned. They can't travel until they prove where money for COVID-19 don't go. 180 billion. That money don't go. America, you see them too. America, I come to court and give people. Now them these medicine of health. Malachi, you come carry on now big time money in billions. Come put up for the anqua. Ponbia, you see you are alive, you are finished. Mama Wali, the mother for Amazonia, we there with you. Mama Wali, he don't talk one thing. I want to make people hear voice for the mother of the struggle. Now the last thing where I want to make hear today. As a mother for the struggle, don't talk. Because the mother is always a mother. Once a mother remains a mother. I want us to listen to what Mama Wali he don't talk for today. Because when we listen to what Mama Wali don't talk, I want me to listen to some few except for Mama Wali, where he don't talk, he don't tell we what we need to do. By the way, on Saturday we have a big time event that is coming up. So that Saturday fundraising is one thing that Amazonian people, you know, I don't ask much. You know, I do not ask much from people. We have suffered and I know it. You know, I know better. I'm a humanitarian. Saturday is a fundraising that we have to do in order to help. You know already what to. I'm waiting. You follow Capo Daniel, follow Lucas Ashu. Saturday fundraising is from God. It is a way of the Lord. And we have to do in that way in order to make sure that homeland is achieved very smooth, fast, bigly and fatly. And so Saturday fundraising is from God. Everyone, please don't miss it. Now we are going to. I want us to listen to the voice of the mother, Mama Wali. I want us to listen to the voice of the mother, Mama Wali. She is talking. She is packing. I want us to listen to her.
Hey, USA, United States of America. Hello. This is Comrade Mama Wali of the Amazonia Defense Forces, the ADF, with the visionary mission of liberating while protecting and defending our homeland. Once upon a time, Southern Cameroon, Amazonia in 1961 had its independence. Every day, neighboring La République du Cameroon kept invading our territory in the name of federation, dehumanizing us, treating us as second-class citizens or war captive, trying to assimilate us into their French system, which never worked. They tried to destroy everything they could and transfer everything they couldn't destroy to their own to their country. One day, our teachers and lawyers stood up and asked for the return of their judicial system as well as their educational system. That is when the criminals, illiterate bees and terrorists rob our teachers and lawyers, especially our lawyers, into mud, destroy their robe, and show them that the gun was more powerful than the pen that we have always relied on. That is when we said enough is enough, and we started resisting. Because of that, their president declared war on us, and so we started fighting with stones, with den guns, with rubber guns. We move on to AK-47, M16, G3, machine guns, chain cutters, and what have you. Because of that, they decided to start parading our territory in armored car. Because of that, our bravest and finest engineer in their armory came up with the pop. Because of that, they ran away, and our territory is liberated. We have dynamic control, so now we are looking to stabilize our territory, because if we don't, these criminals and terrorists will re-infiltrate our territory by way of their Atanganji boys and their own criminals to take us back to where we were, and if not worse. That is why I've come to you today to ask that we all come together on May the 29th, 2021 at 5:30 Amber time in a Zoom meeting to raise funds to give our bravest and finest valiant soldiers in Ground Zero what they need to continue this noble job of liberating our homeland and stabilizing our homeland. We all saw the Akamanto phase 1 and what they are doing, and we are all coming together to make sure that the phase 2 is more stronger, more powerful, and more valiant, so that this journey can be short for all of us. We are all here today free because some people gave their all. It is time for us to give our all for our own freedom, of our own nation, so that we have somewhere we can call home. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you all. Come one, come all. Nothing is small. $100 is 50 seats. $2,000 is 1 AK-47. $10,000 is 4 AK-47 with about 1,000 seats, which can actually be one crusade. So thank you. Hoping to see you all. And this is Comrade Mama Wali.
Red blood boys, red blood man, Muna. Oh, red blood boys. Juju come. Oh, red blood boys. Damn where the be burn amber. Damn where the be burn amber. Do far be megadina. Go nandu. Brakata. Braka brakata. Ambraka. Braka brakata.
What's the name of your convoy? What's the name of your general? What is the history of this moment? The history of this moment?
Truth, trust, honesty, and above justice.
Fellow brothers and sisters, we have come to the end of this edition of today's broadcast in ACN TV, a collaboration with Liberation TV, the Eagle Eyes of Ambazonia, with the Mandela family spokesman, Aka Major General Vela Aka, Young Krishneka. It was a pleasure having you today, and every Wednesday, same time, you shall always see us in ACN TV. We have come again to mobilize and sensitize and keep our people updated about what is going on. Don't forget, I received a call. And I had a lot of orgasm coming online today, because I received a call where a civilian told me, "Oh, General, we saw a Cameroon military truck passing with more than 10 dead bodies and several wounded in Bamenda Central Hospital." When I received that, I was like, "Lord, thank you for this day. He has come. The people have stood so strong, and the ways of the Lord are the ways of David versus Goliath." And David had to smack Goliath down, just as Moses had to use a golden staff to move the people out of Israel. The people out of Egypt, the Israel. So the Amazonian people, you shall walk. It's not a walk in the park, but believe in tenacity. Believe in, and have faith in yourself. Trust the power of Ground Zero. Not be Oyobo people go feel weak, because now Oyobo people don't put me for this problem. Thank you so much for your tenacity. Thank you for your support, and thank you for being there and believing in the things that we do. It has been a it's been a pleasure. It has been a pleasure. It will continue to be a pleasure. Always talking to you. The ACN TV is from God. Struggles ordained by God. And everything that we do is in conformity to the pursuit of human dignity, the respect to our human rights, pursuit of happiness, the preservation of life, protection of women and girls in particular, and last but not the least, to serve God and mankind. Fellow brothers and sisters, have some integrity and have faith. We are a freed people. I see light in the tunnel, a big one. Do not give up. Do not give up. Don't blink. The Ayaba's way is way out. Self-defense, we talk about today. Everyone today clapping hands when La Republic goes down. It's the same thing that he was saying, and we were not understanding until Ground Zero fighters believe in it and started defending their blocks and being in control of their blocks. That is actually what Ayaba was saying. He did not say fight under me. Defend your block. Control your block. Take over your block. That is the vision, and he has come true. Have a wonderful time, Amazonian people, and I love you all. Mwah. Bye.
No.